his team objectives.
Yeah, his team fighting is very good on the Xin as well.
Yeah.
Looks just nearly invincible on that champ. And
sort out face checking. That's an Udyr. And this might just be first blood coming over really early. Flash going to be used. Heal going to be used. RJ takes a tower shot, but he does not care. He's playing Udyr.
Yeah, manages to trade Betty's flash and ignite back, so you're okay with that if you're CFO's bot lane? Getting to keep the flash on Shun as well.
Yes, somehow sort out makes it out. So close. Just face checking into this 3-man unit.
Yeah, and last game, Karsa was able to exploit the red side bot lane to pick up a kill early. Going to be that much easier without a flash on the Lucian. So, going to be maybe scary. Not a whole lot of setup, though.
I think to nobody's surprise, Jinji are going to be starting on this top side. Again, he just has 2 losing lanes. So getting this cleared up and moving on down to the bot side where Lucian and Nami should feel fairly strong.
Yeah, he also probably has to protect his bot lane, though Karsa might just do this red buff Raptors and then go to the enemy jungle. He does have the option to split the map if he wants to. It kind of depends on the bot lane prio. It should be Lucian Nami, but it's scary to go for prio in this lane without summoners on your ADC.
Level 1, it's definitely Aphelios favored, but Woody doing a really good job here of pressuring the wave. And is going to give that priority early on to Lucian. Doesn't have flash. Karsa could look for some...
Yeah, they're going to see him, though, and that is going to give Junjia the option to just go for the opposite side. Actually, Karsa going to his Raptors now. That was a nice word from PSG. They know exactly what this Zen is up to.
They're just protecting themselves, realizing that Zinzel, one of the champions that can look for level 2 ganks, depending on the skill order. Maple, he's got Prio in the mid lane, some way, somehow. It should be given back over to Gory very soon.
Yeah, sacrificed a lot of his HP.
Yeah, but second wind Doran shield is broken.
True.
Not as broken as before.
Yeah, going to be a big wave built up for Gory now, but Karsa's just gone for a full clear. So not going to be able to exploit the Lucian's flash being down this game.
Ooh, nearly gets that seismic shove, but a good shuriken come out of Maple, gets him out of dodge, and he'll be alright.
Yeah. Gory goes for some vision. It is spotted out by PSG.
Yeah, a rough wave state. Maple gonna struggle to get these, even gets hit there. Got the...
That is terrifying. Does have TP to get back to lane. Gory very accurate with the shoves so far.
Yeah, no mana though, so it should be okay for Maple to pick up this wave and look for the recall. Junjia getting over this wall. He is going to have to wait once again for that clone to be up. It's a 14-second cooldown. Yeah,
they have so much vision in the bot lane for CFO and just the bot side in general, and I think he managed to sneak past all of it. So pretty scary for CFO, but they've got their wave in and they're going to take a base. Not the greatest base for the Aphelios, just the Kurt Cheese shard.
The carrot. Definitely top 5 most edible items.
Yeah. Probably behind biscuits.
You think CFO taking game 2?
I think their draft is much better.
Volatile, I think.
Yeah, I mean, this Akali can take over the game.
Yeah, there's not really any lockdown for this Akali. So that can be scary if Maple's able to survive this lane and get to skirmishes. Will be the stronger champion in those skirmishes than the Talia. Obviously the weaker laner.
Yeah, if you make mistakes and give this Akali some kills, it's a disaster if you're CFO, but until the Akali is accelerated, she's not all that scary for these champions. And PSG, on the other hand, really just have a Wukong to set up this Akali. Karsa, so much stronger than the Wukong on the Xin at this point in the game that you would think this dragon is just going over to CFO.
Karsa tried to walk at the bot lane, but just perma-slowed.
Gory.
Yep, Junji might have found his way in. Seismic Shove comes out, but no scattered earth. And, well, not a kill. Junjia finding a lot of damage onto Gory.
Maple's going to be very close to 6 now, so this is going to be scary for Gory.
Yeah, it does have sums, or flash. I think Maple might be 1 minion off. Let's see. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, in that gank, Maple had to use his E to dodge the Talia shove, so not much of a threat to Gory. Gory kills out the wave and is going to head to the dragon. This is a very scary point in the game to fight an Akali.
Yeah, just hitting 6.
Yeah, Maple would love a fight right now.
Still on level 4. That wall actually ticks him over to 5 and going to trade aggressively.
Yeah, prio for CFO's bot lane means...
It's a long-range shuriken, but Scattered Earth can come out and Maple would be getting stunned up and it would be a very dangerous situation to be in as that Akali.
Yeah, Shroud really good against the Xin. But Talia just gets to keep hitting you. Yeah, the CFO bot lane having prio there really helps Gory out. He's able to pick up the honey fruit and get back to lane. Karsa and Junjia in a smite fight maybe.
Yeah, Gemini always wins these. Oh, Weaver's Wall coming out now. Junjia, he might be in a bit of a predicament. Flash coming through from Maple when he's found his way onto Gory. Talia will be able to proc that phase rush and try and run away, but Karsa all of a sudden, he's the target. Maple, 1 HP. The seismic shove comes through, but it's not going to connect. And here comes that Shroud. Maple! How the hell does he do it?
Yeah, just a couple spells going wide for Gory there, and PSG's bot lane trades very heavily while this is happening, so that even though CFO's bot lane have prio, they can't walk up to the fight there in the middle of a trade. Actually lose both sums on Shun. Traded for 2 flashes. Traded for 4 sums on the side of PSG, but 2 kills on the Akali. We were talking about this is a champ that can take over this game, and Maple is on his way to doing it.
Yeah, Maple not messing around. Sees the Weaver's Wall, just flashes it. Gets stuck in.
Yeah, and you love these fights as Akali at this point in the game. Junjia tanks just starts this fight on half HP. Karsa blocks the Shuriken, and I thought this fight would just be over from that point, but it's the shove missing and the Q missing from Gory means that he's just not able to finish off Maple and at least get the 1 for 2.
Yeah, not quite. PSG, oh, they're happy. Corgi is up off his seat. Gory now, he's in no man's land, and Betty slides on in and claims himself another.
Yeah, Gory off to another rough start this game. 0-2-0 on the Talia, just going to be food for this Akali all game.
Yeah, needs to get to that Seraph's on the pronto, but not really that close. It's going to be a tower plate in a losing lane picked up here for Maple. Yeah. Hopefully we get a replay to see how Gory found himself in that situation. Cyclone's down, so you imagine... Oh, no.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to steal the dragon. Maybe knows that Junjia's smite isn't up. Could have actually just taken it.
It comes up, gets level 6 off it, and... Now you're in a river without a paddle.
Yeah, Gory just making a play on his own. Their bot lane wasn't coming, jungle wasn't coming.
Spam ping's coming out from someone. RJ trading fairly decently.
Yeah. Yeah, Rest's going to be fine in this lane.
He's got a Dark Seal.
Yeah, it was his first base. He just went for a straight up Dark Seal. Maybe the stats on that helping him get through this lane, but going about how you'd expect this matchup to go. And in game 1, we saw Aja start to pull ahead at this point in the game. Just the first strike gold really adding up and giving him item advantage.
Yeah, I think not only that, when you have the Boots of Swiftness, if you do overheat, you're able to stick to the U there and land more of those auto attacks as well.
Yeah.
I think makes a sizable difference when it comes to that trade pattern.
Yeah, Gory aware that Maple has his ulti back up now, has to play very carefully.
His head down bot, Weaver's Wall will be available, but it doesn't feel like there's any real reason why PSG should be falling for that.
Yeah, and this kill going over to Betty means he finishes his static Shiv before Shun on the Aphelios has a CS lead now, and if the Fed Akali wasn't enough for Shun to deal with, he's got to deal with a Lucian getting a free kill now too.
Both junglers here. Junjia going to find a pink ward. Doesn't feel confident enough to walk up and start hitting it, but now with Betty and Woody coming around, we'll be able to clear that out. Actually, 2 pinks being used there, minus 75.
Yeah, a little bit of an XP advantage for Betty as well as Maple.
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is horrifying. Karsa's recalled now. Junjia has ult on the Wukong.
Possibly ideal ults. I mean, the Milio helps a lot. Shun as well has red ult, so he can get a lot of his health back. Tidal Wave isn't going to be dodged out. Shun with no summoners, and he is absolutely one shot. Teleport now coming through. It's going to be Gory. He's not able to save his bot laner, and now he is in a predicament. Maple coming through. He's going to be taking out that tower. He does not survive. Thought maybe the perfect execution going to get him out there. Not quite. Karsa now arriving. They do manage to trade one kill back. Gory picks himself up a shutdown there. On to Maple, but it is 3 kills to just the 1.
Yeah, Karsa ends up recalling and then running back to his empty bot side. He's going to have Raptors coming up now, but way too late to back up his bot lane. Didn't hang around long enough. Junjia just more patient and finally gets the play. So what happened here?
Oh, he shurikens.
Oh. So Maple gets to hold on to his TP here.
This is the first time I think I've seen this in a pro game.
Yeah. Just follows the TP with the shuriken.
Yeah, unfortunately tanks the tower.
Yeah, it looked like Gory knew what was happening too. Throws a Q at Maple as he's flying in. Trades a shutdown. I mean, that in isolation is worth it. But your bot lane just going down.
Yeah, 3-1. It's
Sword Art losing Flash as well.
Yeah. Shun's Flash will be available for himself now, and Exhaust was used. No, Barrier, sorry, was used, but didn't really make all that much of a difference.
Yeah, CFO finding themselves maybe even more behind than they were at this point last game.
Yeah, they have, I think, traded themselves into ideal lane matchups for themselves. I think Rest should be completely fine up against Maple on the Akali at this moment, at least until Lich Bane's completed. And Tilly is never going to really feel the pressure of the Udyr.
Yeah, I like the Lich Bane pickup first for the Akali. Rocket Belt feels bad when it's just another dash you're going to be punished for against the Talia.
Yeah, I think it's just more damage too when you go for the Lich Bane. Looks like CFO, they're not willing to give over these Void Grubs. They do get the Scuttle Crab. PSG should be fine giving this over, though. I mean, they gave them over last game. Maple's got 2 tower plates for himself in the meantime. Rest now coming to try answer it, but honestly, you've just given Akali even more gold. Dragon as well started up here for Junjia, so that will be the second of the game. And PSG, for the second game in a row now, off to a fantastic start. I think Rest not finding as much sort of room in this Udyr matchup as RG was able to last game.
Yeah, it doesn't help that the rest of his team is just falling apart, especially Gory in the mid lane. Just having a terrible go to this game. Is going to have his Seraphs completed soon. I don't know if that's going to be enough to save him in these side lanes.
Yeah, I don't think at this point.
For now, it's Rest who's actually just suffering, having to lane against this 2-kill Akali.
Yeah, Betty and Junjia here. Rest, if he does walk up, he will almost certainly be taken out. Milio coming down and Castle's in the area, so maybe with that, PSG aren't going to feel confident and just back on out of there.
Yeah, Gory for now at least is just going to be able to farm up against this Udyr and maybe have some impact in these team fights. Going to have to find some very big shoves, and Wukong is honestly looking so good this game with how immobile the side of CFO is.
Yeah, it's a really, really good Wukong game. And Junjia, again, similar to RG on the Udyr, just is seemingly uncontested the best Wukong we have in the league.
Yeah.
Playing it a lot last season as well. So obviously, got those reps in.
Yeah.
Now really making it, making a proof of that. Betty as well, 2-0-2 on the Lucian. He's off to a good start himself. No one really doing poorly.
Yeah, almost 30 CS up on this Aphelios. Pryo in the mid lane. Going to be Rift Herald going to PSG. Don't see a contest coming through. Again, this game just feels like, shouldn't please carry us on the Aphelios. If they can get him to 3 items, he can be very impactful, but PSG just have the tools to shut him down if Maple and Junjia really commit on this Aphelios
fight. Yeah,
fight.
aggressive. A teleport coming out now of both Maple as well as Rest, but it seems like the play might just dissipate. Nice work from RG to get himself out of dodge. Oh, and a 3-man or 2-man shove. Moonlight Vigil, Woody might be going down. Not quite. The ebb and flow as well to top him up on health just that little bit, and CFO not quite getting the gold they wanted, but certainly finding the damage that may even lead to pressure over and possibly this mid lane tower. They're certainly hitting it as things stand. Maple not got any wave clear. Betty with a little bit. Junjia coming through. Seismic shove, but it's onto a clone.
Yeah, and there's the teamfight impact you need from Gory. He lands a 2-man shove in that skirmish. Unfortunately, the Rumble ult was used just on the Udyr, so they're not able to capitalize on the shove from the Taliyah. There's not a whole lot of setup for that Rumble. And Maple looking for something devious onto Karsa.
He's found a Xin, who will pick up that Scuttle Crabs. I don't think he's ever pressing that again. Shun, not getting all that low, although the continued damage from Phoenix Dance actually...
Yeah, I think the Nami E from Woody went onto Aja there at the end and gave him a bit of burst. Junjia didn't use his ult, neither did Karsa, so PSG with a bit of tempo now. Gonna drop the Rift Herald and look for this mid lane tower. All right. Rest, it doesn't have ulti yet.
Forklift check. Yeah, no, this guy's a forklift license. Yeah, for sure. That's mid lane tower gone. Arja doing about all Udyr can. Sprints at someone, stuns them. It is going to be answered with that Xin Zhao ultimate. And so, big cooldown is going to be used, but it doesn't really feel like PSG have much more to do now. Maybe push in this wave, looks for some recalls.
Yeah, another ultimate down for CFO. And yeah, PSG through all that somehow get the mid tower with the help of the Rift Herald. 2 items now for Betty. I don't think Shun's going to have a full item on this next recall.
Yeah, I also wonder what he'll go as that second item. I mean, we used to see Kraken Slayer or Stormrazor into the IE.
Yeah, maybe just an IE.
Yeah, it does feel like you might need to. Yeah, with the pickaxe, almost certainly will be.
Oh God, just a pickaxe. I mean, I was sure he wasn't getting a full item, but just the pickaxe feels horrible. Yeah,
down 4 KP, down first strike gold, and down 30 CS.
Yeah.
There is a sizable difference in the amount of gold these 280 carries have.
Yeah.
Gory is going for second item Crypt Bloom, which you honestly just have to, because this Udyr is going to be impossible to get through until Shun has a couple items online.
Yeah,
at this stage, Shun's never killing.
With how behind he is, he might not... It might take him a very long time to get to 3 items, so just get Pen as your second item. Make sure you have it for later in the game. He's not going to be getting all that much farm this game either. Has to be constantly worried about the Sakali and Wukong.
Dragon number 3 now. Spawning 15 seconds. Wave priority mid at the moment in favor of CFO, but Maple pushing out that bot lane. Another minion wave going to be lost. And maybe even this tower getting awfully low down there. But Maple now sitting in this river. It's going to be hard for CFO to claim it back. Nice trade in the mid wave. This cozy campfire will top Shun up just a little bit. So honestly, the damage not really meaning all that much after which, but still, it is just constant first strike trades where Betty's going to be feeling good about sort of getting this money for free.
Yeah, Karsa levels up to 11 just before the dragon spawns. That's going to be nice. Maple's on a flank. They don't have all that much to punish the Akali flank.
Will be spotted. And so with that seemingly going to be backing off. Rest also just marking now this Maple.
Yeah, risky fight for Rest. I'm not sure he wins Karsa though.
Junjia finds Karsa. RJ pops the Ghost. Nitrous is absolutely going mental. Equalizer comes through. Not really finding all that much value. A bit of damage onto Junjia. But with that, Xin Zhao ult used, as well as the Equalizer. This should be Dragon number 3, and now Soul Point for this Infernal Soul for PSG. Junjia soloing it at the moment. Karsa getting aggressive. Culling's going to be here to answer. Bit of shielding from Sword Art means that he is going to be okay. Dragon not really getting all that low, as it is only Junjia who has been hitting it. Nice Q there coming through.
Yeah, too hard to contest now that you've used the Equalizer and the Xin ult. 2 of your very high impact team fight ults, and PSG still want to fight.
Yeah, Maple's on a flank. The Scattered Earth has to be perfect out of Gory. This team fight has to be perfect out of CFO.
Yeah, scary to take that fight without the Wukong ult. It's essentially your only team fight ult on the side of PSG. So they decide to not go for it, and CFO need to find a way to get Shun some gold. He really is their hope in this game, and he is so behind.
Yeah, Rish no slouch. Shuriken will connect, but Maple almost never going to look for that trade into the Rumble. Very, very scary Rumble.
Yeah, we've seen Rumble one-shot Udyr and Cassante. I don't think he'll have too much trouble taking down an Akali.
Is going to struggle to get the auto attacks off, but...
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, pace of the game certainly slowed down, but PSG, they're just edging further and further ahead. Currently sitting at about 4K, and honestly, 3.5 minutes away from what could be their soul, and it's only 20 minutes in.
Yeah,
they finished in 25 last game.
Yeah,
on pace to do something similar.
You'd feel a lot better about the pace of the game if you picked up a dragon on CFO. I'm not sure if they even picked up a dragon last game, but no dragons this game. Yeah, no, they didn't. They traded for void grubs. This time, just one void grub. 6. They have all 6, but I don't know if I've seen them really hit towers. They've picked up the mid lane tower.
Speaking of picking up towers, Maple will do just that down the bot side.
Yep. Junjie level up, starting up this red buff. Scary fight for PSG, honestly, against the Rumble.
Yeah, it's after 20 minutes, so this red buff going to be empowering the entire team, not just 1 or 2 members. Smite fight is won by Karsa.
Yeah, nice smite by Karsa. Big team fight. Team-wide buff now, so does matter a lot more than it usually would. Or it used to, sorry. Now, Shun has nice guns for making a pick if CFO want to look for something.
Yeah, is about to have the Infernum. Yeah.
For the long-range snipe so that he can follow up with a stun or a snare. And they're looking, but nothing connects Junjie.
Yeah, and instead Junjie is going to look. 3-man is found. Equalizer comes through to try and deny some more of that damage. Junjie now very low and shut down. In fact, going over to Shun, who's getting very aggressive. Maple's found his way, though, onto the Zephelios. This is a 2-for-1 in favor of CFO. Maple, though, he is being so annoying in that Shroud. He finds a second. RG very, very low. Going to stun up Karsa, try and run away, but won't be able to do so. And that's a double kill for Gory as CFO take the team fight. Shutdowns across the board. And it is going to be a 3-for-2 as they charge down this mid-wave.
Shun and Rest doing so much damage in that fight. This one item of Felios looked like he just one-shot Betty. That fight ends with... I mean, Maple uses everything to take out Shun, and they managed to kill Rest as well. But Karsa's full HP in those late portions of a team fight. A full HP Xin with a Milio behind him, too, is just always going to win. And I mean, it looked like a nice engage from Junjie, but there's not a whole lot of follow-up to this engage. And then watch Betty just get one tap here. The ulti misses as well from Shun, but I mean, he just almost goes down in one hit. Gory cleans him up. Maple does a good job of finding the kill onto the Aphelios and the Rumble too, but Karsa on the Xin is massive at this point, and Gory's full HP.
OK， 我也没闪，但我没问题。
Signs of life for CFO.
Yep, down but not out. Brought this gold lead back to just 2K. 50 seconds now on this Infernal Dragon.
Yeah,
no flash for Betty, Maple, and Junjie.
Just the supports with flashes up at this point.
Yeah, Karsa as well.
Oh, yeah, that actually could be a big deal in these fights. To have the Xin flash.
Yeah, and IE completed. It is 3 items for Betty now, so if he is able to have some uptime in these fights, should be the strongest champion on the Rift alongside maybe Maple.
Yeah, somehow Shun just has so much damage on this Aphelios already, though.
And look at that gold. That is a disgusting lead for the Lucian.
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't matter if you're able to just eliminate him, as CFO were able to do. Bit of damage coming through. Culling as well going to be used as Karsa getting so low. Through comes that tidal wave. It'll land onto 3. Junjie, is he going to look for the follow-up? No, they will not. They're going to keep that Cyclone, maybe needing it for this Dragon fight as Maple's found himself on a flank. Betty, he's looking to trade aggressively out of this bush. Is just going to land that one auto attack, which is now Karsa down to 8.5 HP.
Yeah, so much damage on the solution at this point. CFO have to find a clean engage, but they
Maple
don't have
is
the
on
tools.
a flank. Rest is now 1 HP. Maple can just slide on in there. I'm not sure if Zhonya's or Seekers is on this Rumble. I wouldn't be surprised if it's not. Not all that much gold for the side of CFO. They're going to find Maple now. And this is going to be very, very scary. How do you navigate this? Maybe the Weaver's Wall coming through. RJ now is going to be separated for the rest of the team. Equalizer through. Equalizer does miss, and it's going to be Junjie picking up the Dragon. Maple now, he's in the middle of 4, as is RJ. Very, very low on this Wow, just gets eliminated. In the meanwhile, though, RJ getting low. They're not going to go down, though, and Betty, he's got that uptime we were talking about. It's a triple kill. It's going to be a Junjia picking up that fourth onto Gory as Constant dashes forward. It is 1 Melio against 4 members of PSG. And I'll take those odds for PSG every single time. Team fight win. Junjia with the smite. And now Baron should be picked up for PSG.
Yeah, it feels like once the solution came online for PSG, there's no engage on the side of CFO, so they're just constantly losing HP to these trades from the Lucian, and they end up just trying to use Rumble ult as engage. Talia ult blocking off Aja from getting into the fight kind of made them feel like they should fight now while they're 4v5. But their only engage is just an equalizer, which comes out here.
Yeah, misses. Seismic shove misses.
Yeah, they try to do some terrain control there, but... And nice damage out from Shun and Rest to take out Maple, but that's the only kill they get. And then Gory's cleaned up by Junjia.
Oh. Bonked on the head.
Yeah, Betty on the Lucian looking very good this game.
This is an ugly 4th item collector.
Yeah, I don't love that.
No, I think that item sucks if you're pretty much ever building it. But 4th, why not just get Armor Pen?
Yeah. Yeah, you may as well.
It's not the most impactful right now, but...
Yeah, or just a Bloodthirster if you don't need the Armor Pen.
Yeah, Bloodthirster, Shield Bow even. Give you a little bit more survivability. We saw how quickly he can, in theory, be taken out. But nonetheless, he is going for that collector, and it is going to be this equalizer coming through, but tower should be picked up and was by PSG.
Yeah, and it already felt like the Lucian poke was oppressive for CFO's comp. Now he's got an Infernal Dragon as well. And you have to find a clean engage.
Oh, there's a Serpent's Fang. Actually, I like that, actually. Everything I said, I take it back.
Yeah, it's going to be nice against Milio, I guess the Seraphs and the Rumble Shields.
Yeah, no, there's just a lot of shielding going on. Sterex as well. There are just 5 shield champions.
Yeah, it feels like he's their main source of damage at this point, but I don't hate it. It's a very cheap item, and maybe they're planning to end the game off this next push.
He's their main source of damage, but he's also going to be able to apply this Serpent's Fang against 5 members who will have shields. So I like it. I think that was really smart, and I certainly take back what I said thinking it was a collector, but good itemization through from Betty. As PSG now going to be pressuring down this bottom inner tower. Sword Art getting very, very aggressive in that jungle, but won't really be able to find much. Now, how much do PSG believe in themselves? Do we ever see a dive? We've seen them do it before when they know they're ahead. They're a team that can pick their battles fairly well. Rest, though, he does flash away, so the Shuriken from Maple won't connect. It's a flash for Flash. Gory now. Oh, and Shun might just be going down. Betty just needs to find one auto attack. Even a static Shiv proc should finish off that kill. The Cozy Campfire, though, the speed up coming through from Sword Art gets Shun out of there, but god damn, Betty is doing some damage.
Yeah, Betty is just 1v9 at this point. It is so easy to play against this comp from PSG. Very close to going down there.
Yeah, Gory almost finding it. If he finds a seismic shove like that, it can be game-changing.
Yeah, and Karsus had to use his ulti defensively for the 2nd time recently, just to block these Lucian ults. And yeah, I don't know how you're going to find this clean engage onto Betty. Last time Karsa managed to do it on the Rel. But Rel going to have a much easier time. I mean,
okay. Equalizer, Woody just flashing away.
Yep, Nami flash pretty inconsequential.
Yeah. Obviously, having that extra safety to empower Betty for longer feels good, but if you're targeting the Nami in a fight, you're probably losing it at this stage. There's just so much damage coming through from Betty and Maple, even Junjia.
Yeah, I think if you're CFO, you have to commit everything for a clean kill onto Betty, and then maybe you can deal with this Akali without losing all your members. Udyr shouldn't be a problem once you've taken out the Lucian. It's just going to be the rest of PSG, whether they can clean up a fight or not, and whether CFO can actually kill the Lucian in the first place. They do not have the best comp to do it.
No, absolutely not. Now, a minute 30 on the Elder Dragon. If there's a fight to break out, I mean, it's almost a full build Lucian versus just the nearly 3 items Aphelios. You're taking Lucian 10 times out of 10 in this scenario.
Yeah, not the highest DPS Lucian build, so once Shun is at 3 items versus 4, it's not as bad as it normally would be. Rest in trouble though, no flash.
Yeah, I'm just going to get slowed up. No one really coming through.
Yeah. Maple
looking for that reset, see what he can pick up if there is any big components. Maybe even just picking up that blue pot might be nice. Seeker's arm guard, definitely like that.
There is kind of a wombo combo for CFO. It's just they have all the damage for a big team fight, but they don't really have the crowd control to set it up, right? They've got Aphelios ulti, Talia AoE, Rumble ulti, but just nothing to actually set them up.
Yeah.
There are a lot of melee champs on the side of PSG, so they're hoping, to find them clumped up, but when you're in a situation now where you have to kill this Lucian, all that AoE is probably just going on one guy.
Yeah, and with no lockdown as well as, yeah, they're melee champs, but Maple is yet to start a fight with his team.
Yeah, he's
just
nowhere
sitting
near his team.
Somewhere in the fog of war.
Yeah, Junjie looking pretty scary on the Wukong now, 2 GA for him.
Elder Dragon now spawning. There is a wave crashing at that top lane inhibitor tower.
And this CFO have to just start a fight because they will get poked by this Lucian again if they don't make this quick.
Yeah, Aphelios does do these objectives extremely fast. Teleport now coming through Maple into that bot side. Gory all of a sudden is at 1 HP, as is Karsa. And RJ's doing what RJ does on this champion. Weaver's Wall gets out Gory, but Betty's flashing forward. Betty's just taking over everyone. It's going to be the double, maybe even the triple, and make it the clean ace as PSG take game number 2, and they are going to be one more game away from our grand final.
Yeah, CFO have 4 flashes up. They just never even get a chance. 7,000 damage for Betty on the Lucian. No one else on CFO. No one on CFO really got to do anything that fight. Rest managed to get his ult off. That was about it. They just went down too easy for PSG. Game 2 and game 1.
Yeah, PSG now, one more game is all they need. And Betty in that last team fight doing more damage than the entirety of CFO put together.
Yeah, by a wide margin by the look of it.
Oh my god! Oh, that was close.
Yeah, you see how much damage Shun can do? There's not much crowd control to carry on, but if he had a little bit of support in these fights, it was possible.